Hello and welcome. Today we're going to experience a true masterpiece of Chinese poetry. We're going to dive deep into its sound, its incredible imagery, and its thousand-year-old message about what it really means to love.
But before we break it down, before any analysis, let's just listen.
迢迢纤纤云弄巧，纤云弄巧，飞星传恨，银汉迢迢暗度，金风玉露一相逢，便胜却人间无数。柔情似水，佳期如弄，人故愧桥归路，两情若是久长时，又岂在朝朝暮暮。
All right, so the poem opens right here. 纤云弄巧，飞星传恨.
What a way to start, right? It's so cinematic. The poet is painting this incredible scene for us that is, at the exact same time, breathtakingly beautiful and just deeply sad.
You see what's happening? There's this amazing contrast right from the very first words. The clouds are like playful artists, weaving these beautiful patterns. But the shooting stars, they're like messengers carrying heartbreak across the sky. So this isn't just a weather report. It's a painting of an emotion, a gorgeous moment that's just tinged with the pain of longing.
And then the scene just pulls back, it gets bigger. In this next line, we see Yin Han Tiao Qiao on Dew. So, the Silver River, that's the Milky Way. You have to imagine this enormous cosmic barrier that keeps these two lovers apart for an entire year. And the words the poet chooses, vast and secretly, they really emphasize both the huge distance they have to cross and just how precious and secret their short time together really is.
Okay, and this next part is really the heart of the first stanza. It's an incredibly powerful declaration. 金风玉露一相逢，便胜却人间无数阳.
This is just brilliant. It gets right to the poem's first big idea. It's not about how much time you spend together, but about the quality of that time. This one perfect, magical meeting, he's saying it's worth more than a whole lifetime of just ordinary, everyday togetherness down here on Earth.
Now as we move on, I want you to just listen to the sound of this next line, the way it flows. 柔情似水，佳期如梦.
We've got two really powerful images side by side here. Their love isn't some big fiery explosion. It's gentle, deep, and it just keeps going, like water. But their time together, that precious meeting, well, it's as beautiful and as tragically temporary as a dream. You can almost feel the moment slipping through their fingers. And that feeling, that sense that this perfect moment is about to end, is captured so perfectly right here.
人苦桥归路.
You see, the Magpie Bridge is this beautiful, mythical path made by birds that lets them meet. But it's a double-edged sword, isn't it? It's also the path of their separation. So to even look back at it is to admit that the dream is over. And that pain, it's almost too much to bear.
But right from that moment of almost unbearable pain, the poet gives us one of the most famous, most profound lines in all of Chinese literature. It's a conclusion that changes everything. 两情若是久长时，又岂在朝朝暮暮.
And just like that, the entire poem transforms. It's no longer just a sad story about separation. It becomes this triumphant celebration of a love that can endure anything. He's arguing that real, true connection isn't measured by physical presence. A love that is truly eternal goes way beyond the boundaries of time and space.
So now that we've felt the power of this poem's timeless message, let's pull back the curtain a little. Let's talk about the man who wrote these words. Because this wasn't just some beautiful myth he was writing about. This was his reality.
So picture this. It's 1096. The poet, Qin Guan, gets exiled. Basically, he's kicked out of the capital for political reasons. On his long journey south, he meets and falls deeply in love with the singer. But he's in exile. He has to keep moving, and he's forced to leave her behind. A year later, on the exact night of this celestial lovers' festival, he's all alone, hundreds of miles from home, and he writes this very poem. He poured all of his own sorrow, his own longing, and his own desperate hope into these words. And the most tragic part of the story is that he would die in exile, never making it back home and never seeing her again.
So the poet's personal heartbreak, it actually gave birth to this truly revolutionary idea about love, one that really challenged the way people thought back then, and honestly, it still resonates with us so deeply today.
And this brings us right to the poem's core contrast. On one side, you have zhou zhou mu mu, which means day after day, night after night. This is the conventional idea, right? That love requires you to be constantly physically together. But Qin Guan proposes something so much deeper. Ju Chang Shu, a love that is enduring, that is eternal.
He's making the case that a true connection isn't defined by proximity, but by the incredible strength of its spiritual bond. This is a profound redefinition of what it means to be devoted.
And all of this leaves us with a final thought to carry with us. In our modern world of instant messages and constant connection, it's so easy to equate presence with devotion. But this poem, born from a poet's own exile and loss 1,000 years ago, it challenges us to look deeper. It asks us to really consider, what is the truest form of love? Is it the one that needs to be constantly proven, day in and day out? Or is it the one that simply endures, timeless and unshakable across any distance at all?